Okay, so I've got my temporary setup with the high voltage power supply, the 12 volt and 5 volt power supply. Both of those are from Fast Pinball. I've got my terminal blocks for hooking things up a little easier. I've got my AC power coming in here. I got my neutral, hot, and ground. They're jumpered together so I can run both power supplies off of one power cord right now. And then I've got my 12 volts, 5 volt, and combined grounds from 12 volt and 5 volt from the power supply running to my Nano from Fast Pinball. I've got the network cables connected to the 3208 I/O board. I've got one switch wired in, and over here, it's hard to see, I've got one driver output wired in, which goes to the coil, and the switch is wired to the switch here, of course. And just to make it more exciting, I added an LED, which is actually a NeoPixel. These are also from Fast Pinball. So I've wired it so when I push this switch, the coil fires and the slingshot kicks. Right now I've written it into the software that it will pulse for 3 milliseconds. Let's see, right there, 3 milliseconds, which is relatively low power for a coil. For testing, it's great, and that way I don't blast the heck out of my finger when I stick it in the wrong spot. I've also added in an LED that fires when that does, and so it'll fire at a teal color, and then it will turn off when the slingshot is inactive again, and it'll fade at a rate of half a second, 500 milliseconds.